Hello, everyone, and welcome today to the Samara India Business Conference 2025. Today, this is the first in the series which we are starting over the current year, and we hope that this is a new beginning that will take India and Russia relations to the new level. The governments of both the countries have been doing what they do best, and they have been able to support businesses in whatever way possible. But it is this new opportunity where businesses are coming together, interacting with each other through various associations, organizations, chambers of commerce, and of course, the businesses that are leading this new initiative. The bilateral trade between India and Russia is nearly $70 billion, and much of it still needs to be achieved. We are both big economies, big countries, and we have the capability to come together and take a new role, a new leadership role in creating new technologies, new research opportunities, new businesses, and of course, new routes to meet each other, let it be by sea, by air, by road. This opportunity between Samara region and India has been going on since a few years now. We have been partnering and hosted the Samara India Business Club, supported by the government of Samara, and also now this current initiative where we are inviting all the stakeholders on the same table to talk to each other and to ensure that business actually happens. We are going to be talking today about a lot of factors. Of course, we have the official representations from the Embassy of India, Moscow, the trade representation of Russian Federation in India, the Department of Economic Relations, Ministry of Economic Development, Samara region, and of course, the Investment and Innovation Policy in the Ministry of Economic Development of Samara region. We have with us today also the Russian Export Center in India and also a few Russian companies that are there. ICIB, or the Indian Chamber of International Business, has been working with Russia since a decade now. We have worked with most of the agencies, chambers, regions, provinces to increase Indian exports and also to support Russian exports to India. Not only this, our initiatives involve utilizing the opportunities by taking forward the Make in India initiative of the Honorable Prime Minister. The Honorable Prime Minister of India has given a call to take the world together, and the theme of last year's G20 was Vasudev Kutumbakam. This initiative has brought the world much closer, and we are now utilizing the Make in India and Make in Russia or Make with Russia to come together and take the companies and the businesses to new heights. With this, I would like to invite Ms. Nikhilesh Giri, the Deputy Chief of Mission at the Embassy of Moscow in India, who's our chief guest today, for his keynote address. Welcome, sir. The floor is yours. Please go ahead.
Okay, great. A very good morning to all of you. Namaste, Dobro Utra, distinguished guests, colleagues, and friends. First of all, I would like to compliment Mr. Manpreet Singh of the Indian Chamber of International Business for organizing this very important business meeting through the virtual mode today. And I would also like to convey my warm greetings and for a very happy new year to our colleagues from the departments of Foreign Economic Relations and the Department of Innovation Policy of the Ministry of Economic Development and Investment of the Samara region. I also understand that we have been joined today by colleagues from the Russian Export Center in India. And of course, we have been joined by some companies interested in establishing business relationship between Samara region and India. So my warm greetings to all of you. It's an honor to address you today as we explore the promising avenues for collaboration between India and the Samara region. Our two nations, India and Russia, share a time-tested friendship rooted in mutual respect, trust, and a history of cooperation across various domains. Today, as we look to the future, the Samara region stands as a beacon of industrial and economic strength, offering vast opportunities for deeper engagement with India. The Samara region is, of course, one of Russia's most economically developed areas, contributing significantly to the nation's industrial output. It is home to a dynamic manufacturing sector including high-tech industries such as aerospace, automotive, um, petrochemicals, and chemicals, all of which present exciting possibilities for Indo-Russian cooperation. Samara has long been a leader in industrial innovation, particularly in the automotive and aerospace sectors. The presence of major manufacturers like Avtovaz and GM Avtovaz highlights the region's expertise in automotive engineering. Given India's thriving automotive market and its push towards electric mobility and sustainable transportation, there is significant potential for joint ventures, technology transfers, and research collaborations. The aerospace sector is another area of synergy. Samara's strong foundation in space technology and aircraft manufacturing aligns well with India's ambitious space programs. The two regions can work together in satellite development, avionics, and aerospace engineering, further strengthening our space cooperation. Another area with a lot of promise is energy and petrochemicals, with some of Russia's largest oil refineries, including Samara Gas and Kuibyshev refinery. The Samara region is a key player in energy production. As India continues to diversify its energy portfolio, partnerships in oil refining, petrochemical production, and clean energy technologies could offer mutually beneficial solutions. By working together, we can not only enhance our energy security but also promote innovations in green energy, carbon capture, and sustainable fuel technologies. Agriculture remains a crucial sector for both India and Samara region. With vast agricultural lands producing grains, vegetable oils, and livestock products, Samara can play a pivotal role in enhancing India's food security. Indian expertise in agricultural technology, irrigation, and food processing can complement Samara's production capabilities. Collaborative efforts in smart farming, supply chain management, and agri-tech innovation could pave the way for a more resilient and productive agricultural partnership. Samara's strategic location as a transport and logistics hub in the Volga Federal District makes it an ideal partner for expanding trade routes. As India seeks to enhance its connectivity with Russia and Eurasia, leveraging Samara's robust transport infrastructure, including rail, road, and river networks, can facilitate smoother trade flows. The International North South Transport Corridor presents a viable framework to strengthen connectivity and reduce trade costs between our two regions. To conclude, the foundation of India Russia relations has always been based on mutual benefit and shared aspirations. As we chart the course for deeper engagement between India and the Samara region, we must focus on creating sustainable, technology driven, and people centric partnerships. Our cooperation should not only boost economic growth but also foster greater cultural and academic exchanges, enhancing the people to people ties that define a long standing friendship. Let us seize this moment to unlock the full potential of our collaboration. Together, India and the Samara region can build a future that is innovative, prosperous, and forward looking. At this point, I must also mention that we are currently working towards establishment of our new consulate general in Kazan, in the Republic of Tatarstan, which would, of course, cover the province of Samara. And we have a very ambitious agenda for business cooperation this year through the Consulate General of India in Kazan and also through the Embassy of India in Moscow. So hopefully by the summer, we would have the consulate up and running, and we would, of course, invite our colleagues and friends from the government of the Samara region to join us in the celebration of the opening of the Consulate General of India in Kazan whenever it is up and running. And we are also planning to mount a number of business delegations to the region. And whenever we visit Kazan, we will try to make it a point to visit Samara as well, so that we are able to forge this further bonds of friendship, and also we promote linkages between our businesses to take our economic relations forward. Again, thank you so much for this opportunity.
Nikhileshji, thank you so much for your lovely address and the good news that we will be opening a consulate in Kazan to take care of the region. And this is the new friendship, like you said, it is increasing the friendship bonds that are there since centuries. And this is something that will only increase with time. So thank you so much for your address and the support that you have always offered to our chamber and to increasing the bilateral trade and relations. Thank you so much, sir. I would now like to invite Mr. Alexander Ribas, the trade representation of the Russian Federation in India, for his special address as guest of honor. Welcome, sir. Floor is yours.
Thank you very much, Dr. Manpreet. A very good afternoon and good morning to all and everyone. Namaste. Taking in account the subject of our current event and premised that majority of attendees would be from Russian side, I asked my staff to prepare information in Russian. And frankly speaking, I am not a very qualified expert in all sectors of activity of trade representation. That's why let me speak today and use my mother tongue. And I hope that Ms. Tatiana, yes, will help me. Okay, I will touch shortly only 4 points of agenda, okay? I mean, space industry, aviation industry, unmanned aircraft, and automobile industry. Итак, касательно космической индустрии Индии. No need to translate now.
Mr. Ribas, would you want to do it simultaneously or after you complete?
Алексей Леонидович, давайте мы, с вашего позволения, вам сейчас наш коллега попробует поассистировать. Алексей Ильич, будьте добры. Продолжайте, если можно, последовательно.
Хорошо, спасибо. Касательно космической индустрии Индии.
Okay, let me translate them. Now I would like to touch the space industry of India.
Oh. Thank you very much, Тимур. Космическая индустрия Индии сегодня демонстрирует значительный прогресс.
Okay, space industry of India now shows very significant progress.
Только недавние достижения.
So the recent achievements.
29 января текущего года Индийская организация космических исследований, ИСРО, успешно вывела на орбиту навигационный спутник.
Okay, 29th of January, ISRO successfully launched a navigational satellite in the space.
Этот запуск усиливает систему навигационную индийскую, которая фактически является альтернативой таким системам, как GPS, Галилео.
So this launch makes possible to enforce Indian satellite constellation to make competence to GPS and Galileo systems.
Чуть раньше, 16 января, Индия стала 4-й страной, успешно осуществившей стыковку спутников на орбите.
And a little bit earlier, on 16th of January, India successfully completed the joining of the satellites on the orbit.
Индия стала, кстати говоря, в этом смысле 4-й страной в мире. Первые 3 – это США, Китай и Союз Советских Социалистических Республик.
Okay, so India, in this sense, India is the 4th country in the world who could made it. So first 3 is United States, China, and Soviet Union of Soviet Socialist Republics.
Я уже не говорю о прошлогоднем триумфе посадки космического аппарата на поверхность Луны.
And everybody knows, and I don't talk about the last year triumph of Indian Space Agency in terms of the landing, not landing, but moon space satellite was landed on the moon.
Индия планирует провести около 30 дополнительных космических миссий к марту 2025 года, включая проекты по исследованию Венеры.
So, and we know that India plans more than 30 space missions by the end of the March 2025, including the mission to Venus.
К 2033 году страна планирует увеличить свою долю на коммерческом космическом рынке до 44 миллиардов долларов США.
So, and by the end of 2033, India plans to increase the share of space launch market up to $44 billion of United States dollars.
Таким образом, Индия продолжает укреплять свои позиции в этой сфере, сочетая успешные миссии с поддержкой инноваций и стартапов.
So, India demonstrates very strong positions in this sphere, which combines the successful missions with the support of startups.
Второй пункт – это авиационная индустрия Индии. Я имею в виду не авиастроение, а авиационную индустрию как гражданскую авиацию, как транспорт.
So, and I would like also to mention the second point, which is the air industry, but not as the aircraft construction industry, but as the civil aviation industry.
По объему перевозок сегодня уже Индия занимает 3-е место в мире и уступает лишь США и Китаю.
So the passenger flow in India is the 3rd in the world right now, and only USA and China is in front of India. So India is the 3rd in the world.
По данным 2024 года, пассажиропоток около 315 миллионов человек.
So in 2024, the passenger flow was 315 million.
315.
Yeah, 315 million passengers a year.
А к 2030 году Индия планирует этот пассажиропоток довести до 400-500 миллионов пассажиров в год.
And so the expectations for 2030 is about 450 and 500 million passengers.
Сегодня в Индии 150 аэропортов.
Today, India counts 150 airports.
К 30 году их будет 220.
And increase by 2030 is 220 airports.
Ну, понятно, что мы сейчас летательные аппараты, воздушные суда вряд ли какие-то предложим в текущем моменте. Но российская промышленность вполне успешно может, и уже есть эти примеры, поставлять системы управления воздушным движением.
So it's very much unlikely in the current situation that we can offer the aircrafts, but Russian industry is able to offer the air traffic management system.
Я действительно информацию, которую озвучу, я готовил для наших предпринимателей, для российской стороны. Поэтому хочу сказать, что вот масштабы, чтобы были понятны, в 2023 году авиакомпании Индии разместили заказы более чем на 1000 новых самолетов Boeing и Airbus.
So this just not these facts that I'm mentioning. So I prepared specially for Russian businessmen which are involved in aviation. So and right now I can say that these are not just the empty words. For India, for example, so in 2023, Indian air companies made the orders from Airbus and Boeing for up to 1,000 airplanes.
Вот, например, одна компания Air India, если мне память не изменяет, объем заказа был 70 миллиардов долларов США.
Okay, just only from Air India there was the order for 70 billion US dollars.
Планируется еще вложить инвестиций в этот сектор до 30 года около 170 миллиардов долларов. И из них, что важно вот для нас, 24 миллиарда на модернизацию аэропортовой инфраструктуры.
And India plans to invest 170 billion US dollars. And what is more important for us is out of this, 24 billion is for modernization of airports.
Если говорить о трудностях, которые присутствуют, то нужно сказать, что существуют проблемы недостаточной инфраструктуры, это раз. Новые правила регулирования нужно разрабатывать. И в наличии кадровый дефицит в этой отрасли.
So, and of course, some obstacles are there. So, and I would like to mention the lack of infrastructure. Necessity of regulations. And и третье?
И третье, кадровый дефицит кадров.
And the human resources, of course, the deficit of human resources in this area is very significant.
Касательно беспилотных летательных аппаратов.
So, what about the unmanned flying devices?
Здесь индийский рынок переживает бурный рост.
Now we can see the very, very, volcanic increase in this market. Boom.
Это как раз та область, где мы можем покооперироваться.
And this is exactly this area where we can find good cooperation.
В настоящее время в Индии более 200 компаний занимаются беспилотными технологиями.
So we can say that approximately 200 companies right now involved in this business of unmanned flying aircrafts.
Правительство Индии активно способствует развитию этого сектора.
And we can see the government of India is very much significantly help in this development.
Ну, основные направления применения – это сельское хозяйство, это оборона и безопасность. Сразу хочу сказать, что торговое представительство не занимается этим направлением. We have special authority in our country, Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation.
So, and I would like to make a special note that in unmanned aircrafts, there are few directions we can see. So the first one, of course, agriculture and also defense. But Russian Trade Commission is not involved in defense. So we have a special unit which is involved in this.
Далее, грузовые перевозки и логистика.
So cargo delivery and logistics.
Потому что в Индии, особенно в горной местности, присутствуют труднодоступные районы. И, конечно же, беспилотники там весьма полезны.
Because India is a very large country and there are a lot of areas and corners which are far away from developed infrastructure. That's why these unmanned vehicles, air vehicles, will be very much useful and will help a lot in cargo deliveries in these areas.
Здесь широкие самые возможности есть для инвесторов, разработчиков, пользователей, причем в различных отраслях экономики.
So we can see here a lot of opportunities for investors, users, developers in every different absolutely areas in this field.
И последнее, чего я хотел коснуться, это автомобильная промышленность.
And the last I would like to touch is the automotive industry.
Правительство Индии рассматривает эту отрасль как одну из ключевых в рамках программы «Делай в Индии».
So the government of India considered this area, automotive industry, as one of the key area in Make in India program.
Автомобильная промышленность – это 7% ВВП Индии.
GDP share of automotive industry is 7%.
И автомобильная промышленность это, ну, она входит в пятерку крупнейших рынков для легковых автомобилей.
And for vehicles, so it's one of the fifth largest markets. Indian market is one of the fifth largest market for automotive industry for vehicles.
Ожидается, что уже в следующем году объем рынка достигнет $300 миллиардов США.
So we expect 300 billion US dollars, the volume of the market next year.
Но Индия еще экспортирует автомобили, которые производятся в Индии.
And India also exports the automobiles which are manufactured in India.
Вот я 5 стран назову в порядке убывания основных, куда идет экспорт индийских автомобилей.
So I will name 5 countries where the export from India goes. So
может быть, это покажется удивительным, но на первом месте США.
maybe it's very much will make you wonder, but the first place is USA.
Я почему говорю удивительным, потому что там своя автомобильная промышленность развита. Хорошо.
I say that it's wonderful because it may be wonderful for you because USA, everybody knows it has very developed own automotive industry.
Далее следует Мексика, ЮАР, Саудовская Аравия и Япония.
So next one is Mexico, then UAE, Saudi Arabia and Japan. Sorry.
Да. Автокомпоненты экспортируются. Следующее тоже направление. Это автокомпоненты. Это США, это Латинская Америка, Европейский Союз. Вот это основные направления. Автокомпоненты.
Okay, and for auto components, so auto parts, so also USA at the first place, then Latin America and Europe.
Импорт автомобилей в прошлом году, то, что завезли в страну, завезли на $5,5 миллиардов США.
So and import to India from abroad, so it's approximately $5 billion US dollars.
Основные поставщики: Китай 1 миллиард 400 миллионов.
So and the major importers are China, 1.4 billion US dollars.
Германия 0,9 миллиарда.
Germany is 900 million US dollars.
Далее Япония,
Japan, the next one.
Республика Корея и США.
South Korea and USA.
Нужно сказать, что национальными компаниями производится более 90% местного парка автомобилей и 100% мототехники.
So, and I have to mention, specially underline that 90% of local cars are being manufactured by local companies. It's related to vehicles, and 100% of two-wheelers are manufactured in India domestically.
Какие, я думаю, назову все равно, потому что все равно все это знают, эти компании, но тем не менее назову. Понятно, это вот Maruti, Udyog, Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland. Запомнишь, да, Тимур?
Да.
Mahindra и Mahindra, Hindustan Motors, ну и так далее. Я дальше не буду говорить.
So I can name all of them, of course, but I think you know them very well. So that Maruti, Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland, Mahindra, and all others. So I think you know them all.
Мотоциклы очень хорошо известны, Hero Motors.
Yeah, and local motor manufacturers, so that two-wheelers, Hero manufacturer, so it's very well known.
Yamaha Motor India.
Yamaha Motors India, also a local one.
Вот в стране действует около 50 заводов, из которых 25 совместных предприятий.
So totally 50 manufacturing plants, out of which 25 so joint ventures.
По производству тракторов за собой место одного из мировых лидеров Индии сохраняет.
So, and in tractor sector, so India is one of the leaders in the world.
14 крупных компаний, среди которых лидирует Mahindra и Mahindra, это доля более 20%.
So 14 large companies are manufacturing tractors, and with the leader Mahindra and Mahindra, which holds approximately 20% of the market.
Ну, другие компании, там Escort, International Tractors, Tractor and Farm Equipment и так далее.
So and other companies also, Escort, International Tractors, and others.
Большинство этих компаний очень тесно сотрудничают с известными западными партнерами.
And most of them are very close to big and large foreign Western companies.
И вот заинтересованность в развитии этого сектора со стороны правительства подтверждается тем, что здесь разрешены стопроцентные прямые иностранные инвестиции.
And as I mentioned earlier, so the government is very much supporting this sector. And this sector, one of the sectors which are not so many of them, which are allowed 100% direct foreign investment.
С 2000 года по 2023 год в промышленность автомобильную пришли прямые зарубежные инвестиции на сумму 25 миллиардов долларов США.
So, and we can estimate the foreign direct investments in this sector starting from 2000 till 2023, approximately 25 billion US dollars.
На наш взгляд, вот одной из перспективных статей российского экспорта в Индию может стать российская сельскохозяйственная техника.
And as per our view, so Russian agriculture, machinery, and techniques, so maybe one of the biggest export name one of the biggest export for between India and Russia. Sorry.
Тяжелая колесная техника.
So the heavy machinery as well.
Да. Ну и можно выделить оборудование для послеуборочной обработки зерна. Я не знаю, как это сказать по-английски. Может,
grain processing. So grain processing machinery is also possible to export from Russia. So and I see so that's possible to find and establish connections for this grain machinery processing, for grain processing machinery. Sorry.
Наша Самарская область, вы понимаете, как раз она не чужда всех тех направлений, которые я перечислил.
And Samara region is very fond of all these business directions which were mentioned by in my speech earlier.
Но вот с сожалением вынужден отметить, что если во времена Советского Союза значит, мы сюда несли все технологии, теперь, я думаю, нам можно и поучиться у индийцев. Вы слышали, какие масштабы у них?
So, and unfortunately for us, earlier we were the site which brought all the technologies from Soviet Union to India, and nowadays we have very good example to learn for ourselves how we can develop these areas, because you could hear all these numbers. And so we have very good example for ourselves right now in terms of India.
Ну вот, собственно говоря, что я хотел сказать. Спасибо большое за внимание. And Timur, thank you so much for your valuable support.
That's what I would like to say, and thank you so much for your attention. And I'm very much sorry for my translation. I'm not professional, so I tried my best.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Timur, and thank you, Mr. Rivas. Your highlights were very much important, not only for the Russian companies from Samara, but also for the Indian companies, because this opens up new collaborations and new awareness. You clearly mentioned the unmanned vehicles. It is very important how it is revolutionizing the healthcare industry to ensure that the medicines reach the interiors of India, the Northeast region, and the tribal areas. So a lot of these opportunities can open up. And in the urban areas, of course, the delivery systems. So this is, of course, a very good opportunity for the Indian companies to collaborate. You also mentioned about the aerospace industry and the aircraft industry. It is very important that this collaboration increases and we have the capability to jointly take over this business from most of the developed countries. The technology from Russia and the capability of manufacturing in India can come together for the rest of the world. The global south is a good opportunity where most of the opportunities lie today. So thank you so much, Mr. Ribas. It was a pleasure having you with us today. And for further proceedings, I would like to hand over to the Samara region, where they will showcase the opportunities in Samara and also what we can do together. Welcome, sir.
Namaste. Dear colleagues, Mr. Giri, Mr. Singh, Александр Леонидович, Тимур Дурадович, здравствуйте. Меня слышно?
Да.
Oh, great. Thank you for taking the time to participate in our meeting, and allow me to express my special gratitude to Mr. Singh for the initiative to hold this video conference. At present, our strategy of foreign economic activity is strengthening the Eastern vector, and our business community is interested in the systematic development of trade relation with India. We are interested in developing economic and humanitarian ties, especially now when we are deepening our trade cooperation. In terms of exports from Samara region, the Republic of India ranks 6th in the general list of trade partners of Samara region, and in terms of imports, it ranks 7th. But we need to increase the intensity of our contacts at all levels. We talked about this with Ambassador Mr. Kapoor during his visit to the Samara region 2 years ago. The potential of our cooperations is very high, and our common task is to create the necessary conditions for more active interaction between Samara and Indian companies. Cooperation between the government of Samara region, the Embassy of Republic of India, and the Business Association can significantly affect the growth of trade turnover between the Samara region and the Republic of India. Dear friends, I would like to take this opportunity to invite the Indian business community and delegation from the Embassy of Republic of India in Moscow to visit to Samara region. And now I'm giving the floor to my colleague, Alexei, for a short presentation of our region.
Greetings, my dear colleagues. Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
Alexei, we can hear you.
Okay, thank you very much. I represent the Investment Promotion Agency of the Samara region. It's a special organization which is created by the Ministry of Economic Development of the Samara region to help investors to implement their investment projects in our region. I would like to show you our presentation. If you can you see it?
Yes, we can.
Okay, thank you. Okay. Our region ranks among the top 10 in Russia in terms of gross regional product, amounting to about 2.7 trillion rubles. It is a diversified economy and the presence of over 600 large and medium-sized enterprises that offer extensive opportunity for integration into existing cooperation chains. Here are 7 key reasons why investing in the Samara region is a great opportunity, and we'll take a closer look at each one. Our key industries are automotive, aerospace, petrochemical, and agricultural industry. All of them are supported by the industrial engineering. Our region is a highly urbanized one. Samara-Tolyatti agglomeration is the largest non-capital agglomeration in Russia. It is and in one of the most developed. In the radius of 1,000 kilometers, more than 80 million people reside, which is about 2/3 of the country. Our region has a long-standing industrial history with a strong system for training technical specialists. Each year, 23 universities produce over 19,000 skilled professionals, which are in high demand in the labor market. Our unique geographical location and transport logistics capabilities are one of the key advantages of the Samara region. Our region is integrated in the international One Belt, One Road initiative. The railway system is the part of the Trans-Sib transport corridor, and the international transport corridor Europe-Western China passes through our region. And in the summer of 2024, a new bridge over Volga River has been constructed and is a part of this international corridor. Our region offers a wide range of investment sites with a well-developed infrastructure, such as Special Economic Zone Tolyatti, priority development areas Tolyatti and Chapayevsk, Technopark Zhiguli Valley, and the whole network of public and private industrial parks. As for Special Economic Zone, it is one of the top 3 industrial zones in Russia. Currently, 39 residents have already chosen this location as their site for the investment project, and 20 have already started their production. Special Territory of Advanced Development Tolyatti is one of the leaders in terms of the number of residents. For example, as of today, 68 agreements have been concluded, with the total investment volume of more than $430 million. As for Territory of Advanced Development Chapayevsk, currently it has 10 residents with a total investment volume of more than $120 million. A well-developed network of public and private industrial logistics parks, such as industrial parks Preobrazhenka 2, Chapayevsk, and Novosemeykino. These are state-owned industrial parks, but we also cooperate with the private enterprises which are ready to provide their spaces for new investment projects, such as Tolyatti Syntes, Avtovaz, and Stavropolsky. As for Technology Park Zhiguli Valley, it is one of Russia's largest high-tech technoparks and the regional operator of the Skolkovo Foundation. It offers a modern infrastructure for innovative companies. As of today, more than 300 residents form a community of this technology park. Our region offers a wide range of both regional and federal tax benefits that allow businesses to save up to 30% of their own funds when implementing their investment projects. Our region has a favorable investment climate, which is confirmed by high credit ratings and the presence of numerous successful companies, including international ones, that have already chosen our region. But we still continuously work to enhance our investment attractiveness and are open to new partnerships. Our region offers favorable conditions not only for business, but also for a comfortable lifestyle. Samara is a tourist center with a rich natural and historical heritage. We have a large number of high-tech medical centers that provide the healthcare services. And as I have already mentioned, we have a well-developed education systems with 23 universities, almost 600 schools, and more than 300 kindergartens. We are confident that today's event will serve as a catalyst for strengthening our partnership and implementing new mutually beneficial projects. Thank you very much for your attention. Так. Презентация выключена, коллеги?
Да.
Все?
Да.
Ага, все.
That's all. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Any other presentations from Samara region, or we can move ahead, Alexei?
We have two presentations to our companies.
Companies we will take in the end then.
In the end.
Yes, please.
Yes.
So, okay. Thank you so much. Moving ahead, we'd like to thank first the Ministry of the Samara region for being part of this thing and showing what opportunities are possible in the region. Moving ahead, I would now like to invite our friend, philosopher and guide, Mr. Timur Vekilov. He is the head of the Russian Export Center in India. And of course, he is our today's savior also, if I may say so, for the translation part. So thank you, Timur, and welcome to today's session.
Thank you so much. Which language you would like me to speak right now? Tell
English,
me.
please.
Sorry?
English preferable.
English, okay. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. And I'm very glad to be here today. And I'm very glad to welcome Mr. Manpreet, Mr. Alexander, and all the guests. So first, I would like to say that this Samara India Business Club was born here in Mumbai. In our office, so that in Kolaba, which we have Office of Russian Export Center, some agreement was signed there. So, and for this, I would like to say, so there is still alive after so many years. So that is very, very good result. Guys, Mr. Manpreet, Mr. Alexei, so I'm very glad to say this, so that this club is alive, and that is very important because we know that a lot of such kind of things just start and then vanish. And right now we have a very good example of very long-term cooperation. So that is very nice. But second thing I would like to say that Russian Export Center, of course, always welcome to help Indian companies to find a relevant partner in Russia. And so we are working together with all the regions in Russia and with Samara especially, of course. So because as it was said, so it is a very well developed region and with very modern technologies developed. And so all these industries which were mentioned, aerospace, automotive, and other industries are very, very well represented in Samara region. So if you would like to find a relevant partner for you, so please let us know and we'll help you to find a partner. So that's our job, that's what we do. And Russian Export Center is expert in this. Well, another thing I would like to say, many thanks to Mr. Manpreet and ICIB, because so ICIB helps also Russian companies to find partners here in India. So not only with our help, but also ICIB helps a lot. So, and if Russian companies would like to find a partner in India, so that you can use help of ICIB. And the last thing, but not the least, so Indian culture is different. And you have to know about this. And that's why I would like to say it in Russian, if you allow me. So I will translate a little bit after that. Коллеги, специально для нашей российской части я хочу сказать на русском, что индийская культура очень сильно отличается от российской, и очень важно устанавливать личные связи. Личные связи – это то, что здесь делает и продвигает бизнес. Поэтому приезжайте сюда, приезжайте в Индию, мы вас будем рады принять. Одно из, ну, в ближайшие два, вернее, мероприятия, которые будут проходить в Индии, очень крупные две выставки, это India Energy Week. Она будет с 11 по 14 в Дели. И следующая будет выставка, называться «Конвергенция». Там это будет все система умных городов, IT там, и так далее. То есть, ну, тоже большая выставка в 20-х числах, тоже в Дели. Вот. И в той, и в другой принимают участие российские делегации. Поэтому, пожалуйста, присоединяйтесь. Будем рады вас здесь видеть. So for Indian friends, I would like to say that I have invited our Russian companies to participate, to take part in the exhibitions and trade shows in Delhi. One is India Energy Week, which will be attended by Modi ji. And next one is Convergence, which is dedicated to IT and the IT industry. You please also join, because there will be big Russian delegations, and on Convergence will be two stands. One is from Moscow region, and one is from RSC. RSC also supports this exhibition. Russian Export Center, I mean RSC. So please join us. Thank you so much, and I would like to wish you success and good partners and good business. Thank you.
Thank you, Timur. Thank you so much. I would also like to inform all that the recording will be sent to all the stakeholders on the Russian side and the Indian side. So you will get a chance to listen to all of these points and talks, and it will come by email, the link to all of you all. And with this, the official part of this meeting is over. We would now like to begin with the introduction of the companies. We will start with the Russian companies. Alexei, I will take it over to you to introduce the Russian companies, or they can do it themselves. And then we will move on to the Indian companies.
As you like, maybe one Samara, one Indian.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfect. So the first company that we would like to invite is from the Russian side, joint stock company Prodmash. It is making equipment for the road construction.
Татьяна Владимировна, подключайтесь тогда, у вас все в порядке?
Да, спасибо. Yeah, hello to everyone. Just a minute, I will share my screen to you.
Да, уважаемые коллеги, я просто коротко еще скажу. По презентации у нас жесткий тайминг, поэтому давайте, пределы буквально 3 минут. Постарайтесь лаконично изложить эту презентацию. Спасибо.
Да, у меня все коротко. Как раз 3 минуты ровно. Okay, so again, hello everyone. Good afternoon. My name is Tatiana Suslova, and I am an expert sales manager at Zavod Prodmash. First of all, I would like to thank you for such a great opportunity to present Zavod Prodmash here today. Our company is one of the essential manufacturers and suppliers of metal goods for national and international objects. It's the leading partner of the main construction and metal mining companies, and also the researcher of innovative proprietary products of the road construction area. India is currently in the focus of our company as a potential export region on account of a great number of actual road construction projects which demand supplies of the products to ensure road safety for all road users in the operated areas. Zavod Prodmash has great experience of more than 25 years at the market. There are successful completed projects and strong reputations. Our own center is equipped with 4 automatic profiling lines and high-tech provisions to provide maximum productivity and high quality. More than 90% of our production processes are automated. We have greater speed of manufacturing, more than 200 tons of coated metal goods per day. Zavod Prodmash supplies to a lot of regions all over Russia, Central Asia, and also Europe. Next slides will show you our products. If you need more detailed information about them, or if you want to see our catalog, please contact us. Zavod Prodmash is a full-service company from engineering support up to mountain works. Our products are designed and manufactured according to individual projects. We produce durable and reliable products due to high qualified personnel and efficient technical processes. All of our products are certified according to the national and international standards. Zavod Prodmash is a national and international patent holder. We are open to contact you online or offline to discuss further details of future partnership and communications. Zavod Prodmash is always looking forward to long-term mutual and fruitful cooperation, and we can guarantee wide a range of highly advanced products. So thank you very much for your attention. Just a minute.
Thank you so much.
Did I finish
Yes,
the
you
sharing?
finished. You can stop sharing.
Yeah.
Yes, you can stop sharing, please.
Here it is.
Just a minute. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Now we move on to the Indian company. We are starting with MN Auto Products Private Limited. MN Auto Products, can you please let us know what is your ID? Can you message so that we can approve your sharing? Anupji, we can start with your company. Anup Nathaniji.
Just a second. Yeah. So I'll be sharing my screen. So my screen is visible.
Anji sir.
Hello?
Anji sir.
Okay.
Anji sir.
Great. Thank you so much, distinguished guests and Mr. Manpreet. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. Our company is A to Z Service Private Limited, and we are mainly into trademark, copyright, patent, design registration, and trade secret registration, then FSI, and all these kinds of registration. So small the ISO certification. I have just made a small presentation which I'll be sharing with you all. So this is our expertise, and this is the detail of our company. We are the first Asian EPR consultancy service providing all the certification, and we have already registered 9001 2015 certification. So why company formation and registration? Of course, you know, without the company formation registration, you cannot move it for years. After doing the, you have to come to us for safeguarding all the intellectual property rights and for the organization. So what is so important about us? we are having a complete knowledge on doing the OPR work. We are already working for Russian company and of course Indian company for Russia, vice versa. So we take care of all their innovation.
Anuji, please unmute yourself. You've got muted. Please unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Am I not audible?
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So our proposal includes like pre-assessment meeting and discussing scope objectives, and also on-site assessment, what facilities you are having, and what all that kind of licenses which you need. Even we do that job also, and include all the documentation and everything. Okay. So we have a team of experts, lawyers, chartered accountants, CS. So they are the part of our team, and we always give a comprehensive service end-to-end solution. And this is the list of services. Mainly our focus is on to intellectual property right, and we ignore that all the other legal compliances which you may need in India or in Russia, we can facilitate those things. Thank you so much. And in the last slide, my detail is already there. Our company name is A to Z Service Private Limited. And our tagline is all is one in all.
Thank you so much, Anuji. Thank you so much for the presentation. Next, we would like to take the Samara company, which is Kupchef Telecom Metrologia LLC. They are into gas and liquid metering devices.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, I will share my screen. Just 1 second.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Big honor to represent my company. We are a producer of high technology radio electronic flow meters. India has a massive oil and gas refinery and chemical production. You know this, you have biggest refinery in the world. So we in Russia work with every company who has chemical production, oil and gas production, and so many industries who need count everything. So liquids, gases, steams, flare gases, and all flows which have big industries. So we has the range of products which we designed by ourselves. We spent 10 more years for this development. We work since 2006, and we right now produce all our range. So we has own electronics. So we design and produce electronic boards. We has own software independent of Western companies. So we produced it. It's called SmartStream. So and all sensor parts also we produce by ourselves. So we have such product range for flare gases, KTM 100, KTM 600 for technological gas metering, custody transfer gas metering, KTM 600, KTM RUMAS. It's mass metering for oil, for petroleum, for other things. UZS 1M is mostly known for LNG and LPG metering. So KTM Delta Pascal is for high temperature steams. So it's very useful thing in all big refineries and chemical plants. So here just explanation that is for LNG and cryogenic fluids. It's photos of implemented already UZS-1 products for end users. Here also testings for fueling of like cryogenic gases and such. Our one end customer is Softcomfloat, who also transfer cryogenic gases to other countries. We had big project here. So it's also our reference. We have like Gazprom, like for gases. And right now we had a big reference with construction of the biggest gas complex in Europe. It's a Baltic chemical complex. Here we worked with South Korean companies, EPC contractors. We had a big business, and right now it's under constructions. So we work with international company on the biggest project in Russia for chemical like refinery, like polyethylene and so on. So it's all about our company, not with many descriptions. So it's all about company. And if you allow me, I want to show one issue between like our business and cooperation with government of India. Probably you may also help us to solve this problem. Just 1 minute. So for our equipment, we need many certificates, like because it's work in zones, explosion-proof zones in many, and we need government meteorological confirmation. So it's many certificates for our high technology equipment. So, and we know that Indian government from September of 2023 hold the right to issue international metrology certificates. It's called OIML certificates. And from October of 2023, we in contact with government of India, with legal metrology department. Mr. Ashutosh Agarwal is face of this department. But since 2023, we still has no like continuation of this process, and Indian side is just ask us to wait every time, and like regional service, like regional reference standard laboratory, which is under Indian government, under like legal department, metrology of Department of Consumer Affairs department. So not answering for our request. So we are in everyday contact, but still has no proceeding with this certificate. If existing person may help us with proceeding with this certificate, we will very grateful to you. So right now, I think it's issue to proceed other businesses in India. So it's mandatory certification. It's very important in our field. So thank you for attention. Hope for making business in future. Thank you.
Thank you so much. We will be able to find you the companies that are doing these certifications. In fact, there are 2 or 3 members in this meeting right now that can help you for this thing itself. So please let us know and send us an email, and we will be happy to share this with you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Perfect. We now move on to the next Indian company, which is MN Auto Products Private Limited.
Mr. Manpreet, can I request you to please enable screen sharing?
It is already done, sir.
Okay, all right. Yes. I hope you can see the screen. Can you see the screen?
Yes.
Mr. Manpreet, can you see the screen? Hello.
We can
Yes,
see
we
the
can
screen.
see.
Please
We
continue.
can
We can
see the
see.
screen.
Okay. Would you like me to speak in English or in Russian?
Russian is better.
Okay. All right. Great. Good afternoon. Здравствуйте всем. Меня зовут Shantanu Nigam. Я представитель индийской компании MN Auto Products Private Limited. Эта компания является производителем электрических деталей и компонентов для автомобильных и других транспортных средств. Эта компания находится в городе Коимбатуре, в южной части Индии. У компании есть очень широкий ряд электрической продукции для легковых, коммерческих и грузовых автомобилей, и двухколесных, и тракторов тоже. Она уделяет большое внимание на надежность, доступность и инновации. Миссия компании обеспечивает высококачественные, надежные и доступные автомобильные электрические продукции, и она стремится быть признанием глобально для надежности, доступности и технологический прогресс. Компания MN Auto начала операции в 1995 году и широко развивается. Сегодня у них в Индии очень большое присутствие, в основном на вторичном рынке. Почти 2 года назад они начали экспортировать тоже. Годовой оборот компании почти 2 миллиарда рублей. Генеральным директором компании является господин Нандакумар. Ему подчиняются директоры по продажам, маркетингу, финансы и технический директор. В компании работает больше, чем 500 человек. Компания сертифицирована ISO и сейчас в процессе получить другие международные сертификации, которые указаны на этом слайде. Большой спрос для продукции компании являются детали освещения и сигналы. И, как я сказал, у них очень большое присутствие на вторичном рынке. У компании есть очень хороший отдел МИР, и там специалисты, они используют разные программы обеспечения для разработки. Это вы можете посмотреть здесь. Кроме этого, у них есть оборудование для тестирования и проверки. У компании есть 55 производственных линий и 15 складов. Еще другие оборудования. Некоторые фотографии из разных отраслей, отделов. Как я сказал, у компании есть очень широкий ряд продукций. Мы можем поставлять наши продукции, и кроме этого мы можем тоже производить по требованиям клиента. Как вы видите здесь, светодиодные фары, зумеры, жгуты проводов, клеммы, это является очень большим спросом. Не только в Индии, а за рубежом тоже. Мы работаем с клиентами из разных отраслей, например, строительные компании, внедорожные, электромобили. У нас, как вы можете посмотреть здесь, очень большое присутствие в Индии. И за рубежом тоже у нас есть представитель в России, в Арабских Эмиратах, и мы экспортируем в других странах тоже. Spasiba za vaše vnímání. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Shantanu-ji. Alexei, any more companies from the Russian side?
No, that's all. Only 2 companies. Thanks.
Okay, perfect. So we'll move on to the next Indian one. Anybody here from Abdul Qadir company? Okay, then we'll move on to Mr. Ranjan Periwal. Ranjan, please.
Thank you. So, good afternoon, everyone. This is CA Ranjan Periwal from City1st Financial Advisor Private Limited. So, it's a management consulting firm and a pretty young firm, only 13 years old. So, these are the services that we provide to the clients across the globe: the due diligence, valuation of equities whenever anyone investing or divesting, accounting advisory, financial company, organizational setup, and consultancy. So in this 3 minutes, I'll be focusing only on one aspect, that is organizational setup services in India. So this particular service is required mainly for each and every organization who are looking to expand their business in India. It's not only limited to creating your entity, a legal entity in form of private limited in India, but there are many other ways in which you can establish your existence in India. So many foreign companies, they come to open first a liaison office maybe, and if the market response is good, then they can create their wholly owned subsidiary and various other patterns. So we help the company in getting all the compliance system in place, assistance in registered office services, bank account opening, RBI, FDI licenses, and any other services which are required. So these are the typical stages whenever company is looking to start business in India, wherein we assist in all the 5 parts. That is preliminary assessment. This includes identifying any similar companies or competitors who are there in India, also extracting their financial information about how they're doing business in terms of profitability, in terms of capital intensive, what they have done, or any government grants they have taken, all those things. The second would be market landscaping. Since India is a big country, identification of proper location of your registered office also plays critical role. So we help in doing the landscaping of that also. Thereafter come the legal entity formation, depending on which type of entity you want to start with, the registrations of entity, and then the last step would be to kick off the business in India. So I'm sure these are the similar rules as there are in Russia. The company can enter India on an automatic route, wherein these are the industry which doesn't require any government approval, like any manufacturing company, any service company, which doesn't require any kind of approvals from any type of government agency, and they can directly start business. Second type would be the approval agency, wherein there are certain approvals which are required before that company comes to India, such as aero industry. They require a specific permission from the India, and that too there will be a certain limitation only in terms of the holding or the shareholding of the company. And third are prohibited companies such as defense, maybe, or such companies are prohibited. Those are not allowed by any foreign company to start their business in India. So this I've already covered, like the 5 stages wherein we identify competitive structure, location, incentive requirement, repatriation of funds, and all that stuff. So what are the different type of offices or different type of legal entity formation? The first one would be the private limited or limited company, the most commonly known as private limited. The second will be liaison office, wherein there is no business activity rather than exploring the business in India is being taken care of. Third one would be branch office or project office, that is established only for a specific purpose, specific project. If anyone is looking to start in India, they can have the branch office also in India. So the good thing about the liaison office or branch office is that you are not required to register the company with any of the tax authority. It's a simple process wherein you have to take the RBI permission, and you can, once they give permission, you can open the bank account and start making expense whatever is required for that purpose. And the last part would be the LLP, that is limited liability partnerships. This is also one of the growing way of doing business in India. So the second last slide, I like to show various kind of industries and various countries we have worked so far. We haven't worked so far from any of the company based out of Russia, but yes, we would like to work because we are surely sure that we can do. So we have exposure in pharmaceutical company, wherein the companies are from New Zealand and US, IT and artificial intelligence from Sweden and Singapore, steel manufacturing company from Sri Lanka. Then apart from this, we have electrical manufacturing from France and Polycab India, wherein we have helped them establishing company outside India. Entertainment company from UAE, they are into filmmaking, and thermal power projects company from China. So quite a good presence we have across various parts of the world in dealing with the companies and their compliances. I think that's it from my end. These are our contact details, and if anyone looking for any kind of information with regard to how to process and how to start the business in India, we shall be most happy to give our honest advice on the same. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ranjanji. And we have the last presentation, which is Vimal Fire. Sujata ji, just be a little quick because we are running short on time, because we would like to have 2 or 3 questions and answers also. Sujata ji, please continue.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is big namaste from India to all this Russian team. And thank you so much, ICIB team, to give the platform to inform and introduction giving from our company. So basically, I just, as due to the limited time, I will share only the few slides. So this first slide, I just want to show to all of you. This is the storage tank containing the crude oil. And because of the lightning, you can see the oil tank catching the fire after a lightning strike. So this is the billion worth crude oil got evaporated because of the fire, a lightning strike. So here I would like to update all of you that we are the company which can help to avoid such kind of incident. This is the magnitude of such catastrophes happening into the oil refineries. These are the big some live snaps of few refineries. And because of this, we can have the billion worth dollars get evaporate in the air. So our main mission is to saving the lives, assets, and the business globally. So my company is Vimal Fire Controls Private Limited. We are 43 years old company, and our brand name is the Shoot Fire. Myself, Sujata Jadhav, I'm handling the export department of this company. So our company is 43 years old. We have all the global bodies approval like the UL, FM, VDS. All our company is ISO company. So we are having all kind of approvals related to the product related. Then we have all the world first and India's first fire protection equipments. Our presence has already, we have supplied all our product across the 7 continents. We have our own R&D facility where we actually manufacture and we give the demonstration of all our products live to witness to all the oil refineries, the oil companies. We protect assets and business globally, and we have So main thing is the oil and gas refinery, all this, the oil refinery, which contain the crude oil. So we are there to support, and we have various products which we can help for the storage tank protection. So I'm not going in detail. I have shared my details in the chat box. So we have in globally all this storage tank, 1000 plus all the storage tanks today, including India and the globally covered with our fire safety solution called Rim Seal Fire Protection System. In the last few months back, in the Dangote refinery, around 32 storage tank has been installed with such a kind of solution. Then we also, this is the few pictures of our factory where we actually have the demo area where we demonstrate all our fire safety products. It is not only the storage tank, but we also have a different kind of products which can help for your oil and gas industry. This is the huge demo area. If you can see, this is the fire robot, which is we showing the witness to the oil companies. So these are the pictures which we want to update you. We have a huge product which is innovative and which is the necessary for the industry. So these are the few products like the fire monitors, the foam monitor.
Sujata ji, it's a request if you can conclude, please.
Yeah, it is last 2-3 slides only. So these are all of the monitor and the storage tank. So our products is open for all the oil and gas, power, ports and different sectors as per the shown in the screen. And we are there to support all the Russian requirement. So basically, as I understand that Russia is actively investing in the modernization and expansion of its oil refining capability to enhance the fuel production. So we are here to enhance the energy security for your esteemed country by effectively addressing your fire, assets and human life protection of your hydrocarbon storage tank. So we look forward, sir, any of your few requirements like the Lukoil expansion project and all, we are there to support for all your futures requirement from India with the competitive and innovative products. Thank you so much for your time and the patience.
Thank you so much, Sujata ji. With this, all the presentations from the Indian side are also over. We are now open for question and answers. If there's any question towards the government officials and any, but please be short, introduce yourself and a quick question. You can unmute yourself, ask your question. Anyone would like to ask any questions?
Mr. Singh, I have one question.
Of course.
Please send us all the presentations to work with the relevant ministries. It's very interesting, but we need.
We will send you all the presentations, no problem at all.
Okay.
Whatever you need.
That's all. Only one question. Thanks.
Of course, of course. Any other questions from the Indian side?
Can I ask one question, sir, if you allow?
Of course.
Okay, sir, what I understand from Russia is it is in 2028, there is a big project on the oil refinery units. So I think Russia is investing on around 13 million tons for this 50 some oil refineries. So we would like to get the registered with this oil refineries for our products. So if you could guide us for all the registration process of Indian companies, it will be really helpful, sir. Thank you.
We'll pass on your request to that. And
Manpreet, in fact, I also wanted to say the same thing. If if there is need of any registration required in Russia to provide services, we would, we'll be more than happy to do so.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think that's the end of the questions. I would now like to hand over to our representative in Russia, Ms. Anna Diva, for the official vote of thanks. Anna, please unmute yourself.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Good afternoon, dear colleagues. As the head of ICIB office in Russia, I would like to thank you for participating in today's event. Special thanks to Mr. Nicholas Giri, to Mr. Alexander Ribas, to Mr. Alexei Popov, to Mr. Dmitry Abramov, and Mr. Timur Brikilov. Thank you so much for your interesting speech. It was very informative. And thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be part of the conference. Also, I would like to thank companies from Indian and Samara region side for showcasing your goods, services, and opportunities of cooperation. And also we express our gratitude to the Embassy of India in Russia and Russia Trade Commission in India for their assistance in organizing today's event. This event is the first in this year, and I'm confident that this conference will mark a wonderful start to 2025 for bilateral cooperation between Samara region and India. So I think we are on the way of new opportunities and mutually beneficial projects that can significantly strengthen our economic ties. So we have plans to keep holding such meetings periodically. So let's use this platform to discuss ideas of cooperation, to explore new avenues for collaboration, to share experience. And as a result of today's conference, we can see and believe great prospects in development joint projects in the following key areas as industrial cooperation, investment cooperation, joint projects in the field of technology, logistics projects, and of course, increasing trade cooperation and travel. We can see big travel opportunities as it was mentioned today. So we are always happy to help and assist and answer any question. ICIB Russia office operates to facilitate prompt interaction with Russian companies. I have left my contacts, so you are welcome. Please, anytime you can contact me. Thank you so much, and I wish you a great weekend.
Thank you so much, everyone. We are officially closing this session. It's a pleasure to have you all with us, and we hope that you will utilize this opportunity to work with each other, interact with each other, and we'll be more than happy to help and support in any way possible. Once again, a big thank you to Mr. Ribas, to Timur. In fact, double thanks to Timur, and of course, Alexei. It's a pleasure been working with you since so many years now. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you very much. Коллеги, если можно, еще одну маленькую реплику на русском языке. Two words, Anna, two words. Коллеги, вот, наверное, для Тимура Эдуардовича больше скажу. Вот просто коротко. Во-первых, большое спасибо за поддержку вам, за Александру Леонидовичу. Очень рад тоже вот видеть то, что ICIB разрастается, теперь филиал, так понимаю, есть в России, это очень замечательно. И самое главное, что хотел сказать, в этом году, наверное, во втором полугодии мы планируем визит нашей делегации во главе с губернатором в Индию, поэтому будем просить вас, просить торгпредства, ну и господина Сингха чуть позднее дать нам некоторые рекомендации по деловой программе. Но пока я не стану озвучивать это для всех на английском, просто так для сведения. Большое спасибо.
Всегда рады. Спасибо вам.